So there are a few questions that are commonly asked about the so-called skeptic community on YouTube and the internet at large. Why is a group that used to debunk creationists and religious zealots pivoted to spending all their time insulting feminists and social justice warriors? But the real question on everybody's mind is, what's with all the suits? Seriously, the vast majority of these guys speak from behind avatars that are some random thing wearing a suit. I realize I'm speaking from behind an avatar too, but to be honest, that's because I hate the way I look and I'm not comfortable on camera. Also, this image isn't me. It doesn't match my personality or anything. It's just some drawing I did a few years ago that I turned purple for some reason. I chose it merely because it's the current one I use on Twitter and elsewhere, and I have no intention of keeping up it as some sort of permanent persona. Look, there are probably a lot of psychological reasons why these guys all look the same. In the description, I'll link to a video that theorizes it's because of the shifting idea of masculinity and dominance in the internet age. Personally, I don't know why. I don't really care why. My problem isn't the suits per se, it's that all of them are the same image over and over again. Also, the suits are bad suits. Like, really, you can dress your avatar up like anything, so why choose the crappiest outfits? Have you no sense of style, either personal or with an eye towards trends and historical traditions? You guys really not know how to dress yourselves? I should explain where I'm coming from. I used to wear suits all the time before I got fat, and it became difficult to find outfits that looked any good. I'm clinging to my last tweed jacket here, people. I love menswear, particularly semi-formal attire. You guys ruin the fedora, the trilby, and pretty much all hats through guilt by association. I say if you're going to ruin the suit too, at least look good while doing it. This series I'll go through the Suitsonas of the Skeptosphere one by one and give them a makeover with my admittedly meager artistic talents.
Put this uniform on, I said as I looked in the glass, it's 1 to 1,000,000 that any civilian my figure and form will surpass. Gold lace has a charm for the fair, and I've plenty of matter to spare, but a lover's profession for that.
Okay, now that that's intros out of the way, let's move on to our first skeptic, and that is Armoured Skeptic. I chose him because I did a recent video about him. He seems like an okay guy on a personal level, even if his views on feminism and social justice are, wrong. He also doesn't know what postmodernism is, but boy, does that not stop him from hating it. Okay, so let's look at his Suitsona. It's a medieval knight in a tux. Okay? Well, my major problem here is that it's not really a tux. It's a black three-piece suit with a bow tie. See, a tuxedo has certain features that sets it apart. First, the lapels. Traditionally, there should be a peak or shawl style. Second, there should only be one button on the front part of the jacket, so ditch the second button. As an aside, on suit jackets, the bottom button should be left undone on single-breasted jackets at all times. As you see here, they don't actually hang correctly when you do them up all the way because they're not designed for that. The bottom button and its hole are purely decorative on men's jackets. There are theories about this, one being that King Edward VII got too fat to do up the bottom button, so the court imitated him out of respect. This is contested, of course, but the point still stands. Leave that thing undone. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. My initial sketches went with a black tie dinner jacket design, trying both the shawl and peak lapels, but I decided to go in a different direction for the final design. Here it is. As you can see, I decided on the more formal white tie tuxedo. Watching Armoured Skeptic's video on postmodernism gave me the idea that the man loves his traditional institutions, and what's more traditional than this style of formal wear? I also used a different design for the helmet since a quick Google search gave me some more interesting options. I haven't done a proper digital painting in a while, and I was never that good with it in the first place, so please forgive the lack of technical skill here. I wanted it to look fairly traditional though, so I tried to adopt a painterly brushstroke style, and used a canvas texture to tie it all together. So that's it for the first episode. I believe Armoured Skeptic and I live in the same city, so please, Skeptic, Don't beat me up if we ever run into each other. I'm as weak as a newborn kitten and wouldn't be able to put up much of a fight. Next episode, whenever that will be, will feature the poor man's teal deer. Omegon. Whatever, we'll just call him Sexist Cthulhu. Well, I'll see you then, and keep suiting. I really need to work on that catchphrase.